7 o'clock already and I was just in the middle of a dream. Do 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 do. I was kissing Valentino. What? 7 o'clock already and I was just in the middle of a dream. Do 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 do. I was kissing Valencia. Valencia's a town, isn't it? I was kissing Venetian blinds. Vanessa. 7 o'clock already now, just in the middle of a dream. I was kissing Vanessa by a crystal blue Italian stream. But I can't be late for that, I just go. But I can't be late for that, I guess I just won't get paid. Doobie. These are the days when you wish your bed was already made. Well, it's saying on the weather radar it's going to improve, but it's not going to be great. And therefore, yeah, Saturday, Stargate. It's like March or whatever. What month is it? April or whatever? Whatever. Is it April? Yeah. It's about the 15th or some shit. Whew, okay. So that just reminds me I've got to pay the Etsy fees. Well, apparently the weather is going to pretty much hold up like this, which ain't great. And my mate he called me late last night, drunk off his ass. He said, I'm not going to go tomorrow, it's shit weather, no one's going to show up. I'm like, righto, it's going to rain. And this morning I called him up real early, and I didn't have a drink at all, nothing. Not even a nip of whiskey to do something about this frickin' pollen, which the nip of whiskey isn't doing shit. So I just decided not to do that. And I said, well, it's actually going to hold up. It's not going to tear down. And he goes, I said, I'm looking at the weather radar. It looks okay. And he's like, yeah, but I got the opera. I got drunk last night. I'm like, all right. And he's laughing. And I said, oh, go on, man, hi, sorry I called you so early. He goes, no, it's alright. Because he drinks shochu, as a lot of Japanese do, so they get drunk off their ass in the night, but next day they're right as rain. It's amazing. It's an amazing drink. I can't drink the shit. I'm serious, I split my fucking head open, and my skull open, and I was in a coma in the bath in the middle of winter, freezing or whatever, in a coma for 2 days. I don't go near that shit. Yeah. I'm immortal anyway, so it don't matter. But immortals suffer from pollen now? I didn't know that. That's the first time. At least this kind of weather keeps a lot of the pollen down. But is that a good thing? Still being affected by it. That's okay. Whew. I'm kind of okay. It's been going on for weeks though. Shit. Anyways. Gonna have to just take her easy. Hey, that bloke passed me earlier. What's going on here? What are we doing? We're going. What's going on right now? Hey? I've already had a fair amount of coffee. Haven't eaten anything, so I'm a bit out of my box, but that's alright. Yeah, didn't even have a nip of whiskey, nothing. I had one beer, what was it, yesterday or the day before or something. And I've just been reducing my booze to such a point where I had like half a glass of wine one day during the week, and just total reduction. Amazing, to the point where I didn't drink anything last night. And I've been so tired, sleepy all the time. I'm drinking, I amounted to this pollen shit's messing with me, but I amounted to look, I've been drinking a lot of coffee, and I stick sugar in there, so the sugar gives you, I don't do a lot of sugar, so it gives you those rushes. Now I figured I'd eat this chocolate stuff, these little chocolates, and I bought 2 bags of that shit throughout the week, and I've been throwing those down thinking, alright, that'll smooth out my throat. And but I found that I even bought some ice cream. Now that's rare off the charts for me to eat ice cream. So there's all that sugary shit that my body's not used to. So I think what's happened is, combined with all the coffee and sugar and all that, that I've been in the throes of, like, I can get real sleepy real easy, and I've been having little Biden naps, you know. I'm serious. Yeah, what we're doing, where we're going, what's going on right now? Inflation, yeah, that's what's going on. And so, yeah, I've just been, like, really just sleepy all the time. It's quite strange. It's a strange sensation. But alas, I figured, you know, I was humming and hawing as to whether to go today. And I'm like, well, the rig's all loaded up. It took me a few hours to do so. You know, if I make a few dimes, I make a few dimes. If no one shows up, no one shows up. You know, that's just the way it is. At least I'm doing something. That's the main key, you know. Not just like, oh, F this. You know, what am I going to do over the weekend because it's raining? Just get pissed all weekend, you know. I've done that. Been there. My ABAREBUGYO. Yeah, I've been there. So, this could be us doing it. Yesterday was pretty cool. I went to see those little tykers, those little horror kids, and two other kids showed up for the trial lesson, and their mothers showed up too. So they were able to sort of help with the horror kids and keep the kickboxers in line. And you know, I'm quite impressed with their fighting skills. So I had 7 kids in the class, and it went alright. It was much better than last week. It went alright, and the kids were, most of them were fully engaged most of the time. I had their attention most of the time. They like the fun shit, you know, their heads, shoulders, knees and toes, and I speed it up and slow it down and do all kinds of silly stuff, and you know, just sort of get them engaged. And then alright, the workbook is a total disaster. That's just silly. They're only, I mean, they're 4 and 5 and 3 now. But yeah, 7 kids, and I had a good time. It's only 50 minutes, so you've got to try to keep them engaged and try to keep them having fun. There's always going to be some little bastard that's going to give you the shits and try and ruin it for everyone. But on the whole, I was happy, and I hope that we get a mother or two to sit in the class and try to sort of help out as far as keeping the kickboxers contained somewhat. And I didn't mind it at all. I don't get much out of it, and it's pretty much takes most of my day, half the day, to go on the other side of the city. But for me, you know, it's like, alright, keep myself engaged, keep a schedule, keep things happening. I went to the dentist again in the morning. I went to this community centre and sat there and forced myself to read some of the Guggy Goo Goo Bubba Boo Boo Could Be Possibly Maybe Baby language. And so I did like a page of that. But for the most part, I just sort of took a nap in there. Yeah. And then I walked for about an hour towards the class and hopped on the train and then did that. I get paid for the transport, reimbursed for the transport. That's cool. I think you're bringing along a few extra things to sort of fill out the class a bit more, keep them engaged, and but it was all right. So later that night, I was doing some internet work, and so just keeping really busy. Like, even if I don't make any money today, I don't care. I'm busy. I'm doing shit. I'm sober, and I've got basically a schedule, because as an antique dealer, do you really have a schedule? You know, the only actual schedule I have in my life is to be on the other side of the city on a Friday at 4:15 in the afternoon, right? I could, you know, and for an hour and 5 minutes, basically, I've got to be there, and that's it. So that's it. Well, anyways, no one cares about this story. So I've got a fair bit of stuff in the back there. It's quite high. Most of the heavier stuff's on the bottom, kind of thing, but still having a bit of a sway. But she's alright. These things are 350 kilos, safe working load. And these things could literally take nearly a ton. I mean, Jesus, I put 700 odd kilos once in one of these years ago, and that was a 2-wheel drive. But that was a very powerful rig. It was a Subaru K-Truck, and they've got an engine in the back and underneath, and it's a real powerful motor though. They're the highest power of the K-Trucks. Anyways, but at least I'm keeping distance because it's all wet and all that sort of shit, and extra weight. And life tips by ABAREBUGYO. If you're ever driving a K-Truck, what I do, see, I've got full wheel drive. So if I had to stop real quick, what I do is, brake pumping technique. I've had to do that in the snow up in the mountains before, and there's cars down the bottom of this hill, they're all crashed into each other. Here's me, Australian, right? Never seen frickin' that white stuff anyways, and but I just know, from motocross and enduro, all that sort of shit, going down all kinds of rough terrain, and locking and locking and keeping the rear wheel rolling for traction, all that sort of shit. Anyways, with this rig, you can incorporate that technique of running down gears, but also slip that in immediately, bang down a gear and slip this into 4-wheel drive. It's even got low range, but slip it into 4-wheel drive as you're slowing down, and that immediately kicks in. It's not like those old locker types, and where you got to get out and lock the hubs. And she immediately kicks in with like a piston system or something, piston clutch kind of system, that engages. And these rigs are amazing. This rig, in fact, it's filled with so much tech. It's an 05 model. It's even got an anti-locking braking system. Like you go around a corner too hard, and it applies pressure, braking pressure, to the other side. Tech, you work it out. And it's even got one of those bloody things. It's got one of those computery things you can plug into, diagnostics. I'm fascinated with just how much tech is in this rig. Yeah, it's bloody amazing. Oh, crows are out today. Hey, farming district, and the sea's just over there. Pity that the weather's shit, but even if I don't make any money, even if I lose money due to gasoline, doesn't matter, just as long as I'm doing something, right? Because a lot of foreigners, they fall foul of this country. It's just like party all the time, and I know some blokes that have freaking died, just party too hard. Some blokes are definitely gonna die. Haven't seen them in years. And I just looked straight into them, and yep, they're finished, So you got to soldier on, mate. Like when I was back in the special forces, getting some stolen valor, mate. Stolen frickin' valor. They're not gonna lay down and die. They carry their legs down the frickin', mountain cliffs and shit while being shot at. Yes. Right? Yeah. At least it's not cold. It's going to be like 16, 17, 18 degrees or something. It's quite funny that in Asia, you can have a real hot day, a humid day, and it's wet, Yeah. Yeah, weather-wise, it's kind of shit. Don't matter. You got to have those days. Yeah, you're gonna have days like that. There's bad days, and then there's worse than bad days. Chronicles of Riddick. Someone shat all over that movie when they were doing a review about it. Oh, I liked it. It was a really unique kind of idea, I reckon. Hey? What do you reckon, old Special Forces bloody SWAT team bloke? What do you reckon there, mate? Hey, wake up, dickhead. Hey. Yeah, this is a rad unit. And there's his helmet and got other gear. I got his base up in the rig, in the back of the rig there. Oh, this kind of looks like shit. Hey, if no one shows up, then I guess I could turn around and just piss off. But my mate was saying, hey, if you're one of the only ones there, you know, people, you know, you might sell something. You should be able to sell something. So I'm kind of keen. What do you reckon, eh? Getting some stolen valor there, are you? Good. Alright, now there's only a few more of these tunnels, I reckon, and we're nearly there. Come on, baby, let's go. A fella, a quick fella, might have a weapon under there, and I'd have to pin his head to the metal. What's going on here? We actually stopped for momentarily. Hey! Don't want to stop here. Imagine getting stuck here, that would be kind of shit. At least it's only just trickling, so what I'm going to do, never really want to, but I've got 3 canopies, so I'm going to put them up. I'm actually trying to sell the canopies. So yeah, I'll whack them up and tape them together and then put some concrete, got a bunch of duct tape and shit and all those toolboxes and stuff. Was actually this bloke asked me how much you want for this duct tape stuff, and it's actually like this silver tape kind of shit. Oh, 100 yen. He sort of looks at me strangely and then he walks off. And I'm like, what? And I had to waste a bit of time yesterday when I was in this town waiting for this class to start. So I found this supermarket with a 100 yen shop, and I found a bowling alley, all this kind of shit. And the 100 yen shop had that very same silver tape for 100 yen. So I wanted 100 yen for, yeah. Anyway, so I'm going to use that to tape these canopies together, and then they've got a whole bunch of concrete blocks there, so I can utilise those blocks to weigh them down. Yeah, I've got plenty of strings and shit too, so we'll figure something out there. But I believe what I might do, just leave all the shit there overnight, and then lower the canopies for windages, protectioners, and that should deal with that issue. Pity that my mate ain't coming. He's like, nah, man. See, this ain't so bad. I reckon some dudes will be coming down here specifically to go to like restaurants and that seafood market and all that shit. So we should be able to at least get some dudes some dudes showing up to buy my shit. And some dudes asked me, hey, you coming next week? And I said, yeah, and plan to. So it might be a blowout, but at least, as I say, at least I'm doing something. That's highly important in this land. You know, you can, as a foreigner, you sometimes, like, I know dudes that got fancy pants jobs in like universities and shit. Haven't seen them in a while either. Had a few beers with them, and quite a few of them. And yeah, they work like 4 hours a day or something, and they're making shit tons of dough. They've got such perler jobs, but the thing is, I don't give a stuff how much money you make or whatever. It's like they have to be there, you know. So that's the difference with me. There's only one thing that I have to be there on a Friday afternoon. In fact, there was an advertisement for teaching some kids on so I get 3,000 yen for the 50 minutes. So it's worth it. And if the more kids that show up, there's an incentive program. You can get as much as 7,000 yen on a and if you get on just for 50 minutes, and then if you get more and more kids, they're planning on splitting classes up and stuff like that. So yeah, it's all right. Oh, my mate called me and he said he's negotiating with this warehouse thing because a whole bunch of that shit needs to be cleaned up, and he's working on that. It's we're working on some kind of plan, so I think we're going to have a go ahead at some stage, or maybe in a few more months. I'm keen to sort of get it happening now, so I can set up some of the larger shit that I've got and just have that ready to go, so people can see that. Instead of like what I did was, no one cares about this story. I set up this 4-man tent and some canopies and shit, and I took a picture of that and printed that out so I can show people, hey, how good this stuff is, or the interior and all that, because they're a couple of $100 minimum. Just that tent there, you know. The canopies, they're like, you know, they're selling for 7,000 yen a pop, second hand, so, you know. So I figured I'd set them up and check them. One of the canopies I actually accidentally broke when I was trying to set the bastard up, and so I drilled some holes. I got some brackets for free out of all that shit I bought, which is great. That's so cool. You buy all this shit and they throw in all this extra crap, and I give all the crap to my mate, and he's happy to have crap, so because he takes it down and gets money for it at the scrappers. And so I cut up these brackets. We've got the angle grinder out, cutting wheel, all that, vice, blah blahs, and then cut up some brackets and then bolted them and fixed all that shit. So that'll be, that main canopy will be the one I'll utilise all the time. And then the others I might sort of see if I can ping them off or keep them and get more, I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, it's as far as rain's concerned, it's gonna hold off, gonna get better, and quite pleased. Cosmos, 365 days, good. No one gives a shit about this story. Well, there's not many of us, and some fun YouTube. Some fun people are here, so that's cool. 1, 2, 3, and we've got someone over there. 4. That's cool. 4人だけ? 4人だけね、今のところね。大丈夫よ。じゃあ、OK。まあ、天気の模様ですよ。お客様多分。おい、お客様。来て。呼び込みから呼び込み。はい。Right, let's set up. I swear I hate these freaking canopies. I set up all 3 of them yesterday in the warehouse. Look at this bastard. I had to go all storm force and Narvik with it because it just it was stuck. YouTube, it was stuck, and it set up yesterday just fine, and then it just started breaking. So I went all storm force and Narvik with it. He said he wants the aluminum so he can take it to the scrappers with all these other shit. I just cracked the shits with it, storm force and Narvik all over it, and stuff it. But God damn it, it was fine yesterday, and then it was just stuck. Typical frickin' Chinese shit. Alright, now actually I've got some Chinese friends in Australia. Not you! Alright, let's continue on. I call these guys Kalasu Hitos, like the crows. They come first thing in the morning, us, and they go, rock, 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 and they're Ketchi-san, Ketchi. Ketchi means stingy. Yeah, like Kalasu style. Well, I didn't think I was going to sell one of these, so I actually gave a couple of them away to my mate the other day, and they were the plastic ones. So I sold one of these vulture Kalasus for $10. That's alright. That pays for the fuel. Good. Ooh, he's onto something. They're like $180 new at the I've been checking the hardware store these days with inflation and stuff. Shit, is expensive. That stuff there's expensive stuff. These vulture Kalasus are well keen on that. Alright. Oh, just keep moving this shit out. That's not so bad. I held my ground with a few things, and I gave him a cheap deal on that one. I didn't know if I'd ever sell that, but yeah, there you go. I'm up to $45. Sold $45 worth of shit, so it was worth coming. Yeah, he's sort of one of the vultures, and but I held my ground on some tools and shit. On one tool, and he said, "All right, what about this extension lead? Chuck that in." And I said, "Nah." And So he gave me 25 bucks for the extension lead and the drill. It was an old style drill, but good. But you know, I'm happy enough with that. That's okay if I get 25 bucks each for it or something like that. Depends. Some of them, some far more. Yes. But if I can make each money cent, I'm up to 45 bucks. So all I need now is 75 bucks, and that's my quota. I figure if I can make that every day, it's just worth doing, because that equates to paying the rents and shit, and you know, obviously that's not all profit. But you know, I'm looking at, you know, I'm trying to figure out a way to pay for the rents and offset shit and stuff like that. So yeah, soldier on, mate, soldier on. Right on, this catchy bloke's turning out okay. He's buying shit that I never thought I would sell. There's another 10 bucks, 55 bucks I'm up to. There you go. See? So we don't exactly have a lot of these blokes haven't even bothered to open up. I've made 55 bucks. I'm alright with that. They're trying to scam me on that one, that thing over there. I know that's expensive shit. But they said to me, oh, you're coming tomorrow, you know, and they want to go and find out exactly how much it's worth, and I want to too. I say, and that's why Bimbo chiga ne, okane mochi. Ikura kaitai? Ikura kaitai?
2000円ってよりは高くて2000円。
2000円ナフコいてください。10センチだけ高い。このしたもの。
厚みが違う、厚みが違う。
これ1ミリぐらい。うん。
メーター1センチ。
もうお金貸してください。もう。
明日来る。
違う。ケチ。At least I'm having a bit of a laugh with that bloke. He's one of the dealers. I call him Ketchi-san. Oh, I'll call them all Ketchi-sans. And means stingy guy, stingy person. You know, had a look in his wallet. Oh, kane mochi, oh, natua bimbo chiga. Oh, you've got lots of money. You're not poor. You're not a poor person. He sort of hides how much he's gotten. So that's cool. Yeah, good guy. He's okay. And he's not too stingy, so that's alright. Alright, we better go move the rig now and then get undercover. How about that? Yeah. Sure. Alright, bit of a key eye on that one. He asked me where I'm from. I said, I'm Aussie, mate. Oh, Australia. So you tell him you're Australian, because I am. A real one, by the way. A real one. They like that. Yeah, Australia and and Japan have got a real good relationship going on right now, be it economically, militarily, all that. I've always said that, you know, Japan and Australia should make that happen, because the Japanese people, they're not the people of the 1930s, mate, you know. They're totally different, so it's real good. We've all learned our lessons and shit, and getting along good. I always said that Australia, if fucking pollen, if they're gonna go with this freaking French what do you call it, submarine deal, and now the American one and all this horse shit, they should have gone with the Mitsubishi Heavy Industries, of whom put in a bid. So they could have gone with them, should have gone with them. I've seen those blokes. I know a bloke that works for Mitsubishi, and god damn, every second of every moment of every day studies and writes little notes and stickers and sticks them on his phone every second of every day. Study. You know, we'd be hanging out on a Sunday, going somewhere in the mountains, having a good time. He's like, oh, I've got to go back to work. Like, what? Sunday evening, yeah, I've got to show my diligence. That's what he calls it. You know? Yeah. So the Japanese technology, they should have gone with them if they're going to be belligerents and be America's bitch and slag off the paper dragon, as the Indians call them. Me, I'm not at war with China. Simple as that. I'm not at war with frickin' Russia. I want to see Russian TV. I don't want to have some bastard on the BBC telling me what I'm supposed to think. No, thank you. I'd rather know what they're saying too. Yeah? There you go. I don't know why I went on that rant. Anyways, yeah, Australia and Japan have developed a real good relationship, and it's getting better, getting stronger. And so, yeah, it's great for me. People light up when I tell them I'm Aussie. Yeah. Alright, let's go park this rig. Well, I didn't pay much for that stuff just there. I know that stuff's quite expensive, but I paid next to nothing for it because it was in the crate. And so this bloke bought quite a few things off me. He just offered me, he said, oh, what about $50 for those two things? And he bought this table. So earlier he bought the table thing for $5, no worries. A few other things. So basically, I paid $10 for the entire crate. I've still got a few things, so do something about all this metal shit. So I was like, no worries. So the bottom line is, I figured even if it's, I was like, oh man, I might only make $10, for pay for the gasoline. But it turns out it's I am currently, from what I understand it, $5 off my quota for what I want to receive at least every day I come here. I'm okay with that. Keep an eye on it. Let's have a look. Ooh. Oh, fire there. What have we got here? I took $10 out of the bank, but I had to get the highway fee, so we've got 60, 70, 80, 90. It's $90 there. What we got here? 90 makes, there's 100. I haven't exactly got as much as I thought I had. There's 100. Yeah. Alright, so I'm not as, don't have as much as I thought I did. I thought I had 115. Alright, there's 100. Okay. All I need is $20. Yes. How did I work out this morning? No, hang on, I was up to 55. And then he gave me 60. No, it should be up to 110. Yeah. Something like that. Anyways, the bottom line is, because with this shit weather, we're doing okay. It was well worth coming down to do that. So I'm not displeased at all. $10 here, 100. Seem to be short a little bit. My calculations just weren't good, but whatever. Yeah, I'm happy enough with that. Well, a few, like 4 people just decided to leave, so that's a bummer, but that's okay. I've done alright. Good. I haven't had a lot to do, so I figured I'm sure I miscalculated somewhere, and I did. I took $10 out. I used 60 cents that I had in the rig, so I paid $1.60 to get on the highway thing for that section. So I know I had $9, so I took out $9 from here and put that in my pocket. Right, now I miscalculated this. I miscounted. So that is actually, there's a 50. There's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so there's $100 right there. See, I miscounted that. Now, and there's $10 right there. $10. 1,000 yen. Right, so that's 110. Yes. Now, the idea is to get 120,000 yen. I don't think in thousands of yen. The goal is to get $120, regardless. Not for profits or whatever. Don't worry about that. Just come down here and put 120 bucks in my pocket every time I come here, every day. So, I need 10 more bucks. Yes. I had him over there touting for people, but he was getting a bit rained on, a little bit of a drizzle. So if I can make 10 more bucks. Now the market has officially no one here. There's only 2 vendors. Oh, 3 he's setting up. That bloke hasn't bothered to set up yet. Alright, so officially it's been open for 1 hour and 16 minutes. And so, if I can get 10 more bucks, yeah, I'll make my quota. Oh, look at this, PayPal, congrats, your PayPal reward has arrived. Oh, this is not some Indian bastard. So, you know those bastards, their government knows that they bring in about $500 million fucking dollars a year, and the government doesn't do shit about it, because they've got this concept of if they can scam you, they will. Now, if the PayPal people don't know your name, that means it's a scam. Now, special offer, congratulations, you've been selected to receive an exclusive offer. In fact, this is actually looks like English, so it's probably some extra bastard that's in cahoots with those shitskins. Anyways, I don't deal with Indians. No, I'm fucking fed up with it, because they have this concept that if they can scam you, then it's your fault. That's in their mentality, right? So here's another one, look. Oh, PayPal transfer, congratulations. $1,000 deposit sent to you. Yeah, these shitskins here, right? The government knows that this is happening. $500 million of revenue, it's estimated, right, that they steal off people. But I don't deal with Indians. If they're Indians, some Indian bloke wanted to buy this tansu off me, a beautiful Meiji period tansu. He wanted to come down and pick it up. Oh, we got to talking, he told me he's from India. Oh, yeah, right, yeah. Hang on, I've got to go. But I don't deal with them. I just don't. How many times they tried to scam me, my family, my countrymen? Yeah, I don't deal with them. I just don't deal with them. I don't give a fuck. And one bloke says to me, so you mean you blame every Indian for what the scammers do? I go, yes, because your government doesn't do anything about it, and there's a concept that you have of scamming people is fine because the scammed, it's their fault. Yeah, I know another race that do that too. So fuck them. No, that's racist. You can't do it. No, I've had it. I've had it with them. The amount of times they do that in Australia, it's just rife. Yeah, I just keep the fucking lot of them out. Yep, get out. Because they know it's happening and they don't do anything about it. And how's that as a concept? A concept of if you can scam someone, that's fine in their mentality. So you don't exist as far as I'm concerned. He's a good dude. He's got this die-cast Mustang. It's like what was that? 71, 72 or something like that. And we got to talking about that and cars. He said he had a Supra. He said back in the day, and I was talking about my XB coupe that I had and took out the picture, my shush in and showed him and proof. And I used to have one of those rigs, and we're talking about the running gear and engines and shit and yeah, he knows about that sort of stuff, so that's cool. Here it is here. That was my rig back in the day. I was like 21, 22 years old, 1974 XB Coupe, 351, 650 double pumper American 4V heads extractor, 4-speed top loader, 9-inch diff, 195mm tyres and 12-inch tyres. The freaking works on that thing. By God, yeah, no shit. That was mine. I had a dream I was going to die in the thing. So I took it straight down the wrecking yard and got rid of it for $1,500 Australian, which is next to nothing. It had all the GT gear inside, GT dash, GT everything. So it wasn't an original GT, but still, what would it be worth today? By God. But I honestly had a dream. I thought I was going to die in that thing. I was in the Sherbrooke forest. The car was there and I was projected way back here in the air. And there was no roof on it. And I was sitting in the back seat, right directly behind the driver side right hand side, right? And being Australia, same as Japan, right? I was sitting in the back seat and I had no head. I swear, the very next day I took it down and got rid of it. Probably the smartest thing I've ever done. Or the stupidest thing I've ever done. By God, I have dreamt that a friend of mine that's got this farm, I haven't seen him in many years, back in school, he was a school age friend and teenager, and he had a farm up in Narre North, and I dreamed that rig's sitting in a 20-foot container on his property. Yes. But it's not the case. Or is it? I'll have to ask the gods to step in on that one. Right then, now let's get some warm coffee. Yeah. This is hot. Hey, price is a bit ridiculous. I'm not paying that much for freaking those mini coffees. Right, let's see what they've got inside. Cup. Right, and I just had an epiphany. Yeah, they're a bit more expensive, but they're real oishi. It's hot too. Oh, that's a nice little rig, isn't it? BMW. The pollen, man, it really has created an issue in my existence. By God. But at least it's tempered with this type of weather. There's no one there now. Yeah, most people just left, so that's a pity because the weather's kind of okay, you know. As I say, I've already. Oh, these are awesome. These freaking things. What do you call that again? I forgot what you call it again. Shit, I forgot. Now they do that in Hakata. 5:01 in the morning they start, or it was at 4:59 or something in the morning. It's just tradition that they do that. God, what's that called again? The God damn it, forgotten. Haven't been the one in ages. And forgotten already. I've been to a few of them. You choose whether to stay up all night and get drunk off your ass and watch it, or go there early in the morning. You know which one I would have chosen, and I went there with mates quite a number of times. God, what's it called? God damn it, fucking pollen, man. It's draining my fucking soul, weakening me. I'm not happy about it. Right, let's look it up. Back in the game. Can't believe I forgot that word. Yamakasa, that's what it's called. Look at that. Stalky over there. He's, generally you'd never get this close to them. Oh, they're fight or flight birds. I'm very surprised he hasn't taken off yet. Maybe he's not real. Alright then. Stalky. Yeah, the Yamakasa. God, that's hilarious. Those blokes, right? For 2 weeks they situate themselves all around the city of Fukuoka. And that one, I don't know. Maybe that's Nagasaki or something. Yeah, he's real. For 2 weeks they just drink piss right out of these tents, and they're like, come over. So you go around the city, and they're all over the city, right? So you go around with your mates and introduce yourselves to the blokes, and have a bunch of piss for a couple of weeks for free. Loads of times I've done that. And then at 4:59 in the morning they take off, and they jostle for position and all this sort of stuff, and the top famed guys get to sit on the top and coax on all the blokes. I've actually sat on a temple roof. Loads of us were up there on this roof, actually looking over the Yamakasa years ago. It was at 5 in the morning, drunk off our ass. God, that was fun. It was sort of like that. You know, look at that, he's got his family crest on the actual house itself. That's rare. Oh God, the cusp of trying to talk with this. It's kind of like this pollen issue. Just gonna have to soldier through it, that's all. And it really weakens my physicality. Yes, but I've been throwing food into me, and just making certain, you know, I haven't eaten yet today, but making certain that I'm getting enough protein and all that. Because every day I'm just been busy doing stuff, moving a bunch of shit, you know. Some of those boxes were pretty bloody heavy, all those tools and shit in them. Yeah, if you ever get a chance, find out when the Yamakasa is on in Hakata. Oh, there's a few around, right, around the city, around the country. And go to one. God, it's funny. Just stay up all night, drunk off your ass, and then go. You see the, God, it's funny. Or, you know, come a week prior, and then just walk around the city and you find those tents and those blokes. Oh, hey, here's some booze, dude. One time, I was at this festival, and I became the designated dude to distribute the sake out of this big vat. And I was just handing it with this ladle type of things, and here's me, like, yeah, let's get him in there, and I was distributing all these booze, one for me, one for you. God, what a laugh. That was a good laugh that time. Alright, let's soldier on, let's get this done. Oh my gods, my God, I took a mouthful of this and had to do the hot throat mouth dance in the car park here. Some people saw me, I'm like, oh, God. Let's try not to do that too much, shall we? Let's try just a sip this time. Ah, that's better. I restrained myself from sticking some of that condensed coffee type of little thingies into this thing, because the bloke was saying, you know, that's all just soy stuff. I don't do a lot of soy because it reduces your testosterone levels. And some dickhead years ago just like, no it doesn't. And a bloke sitting next to me goes, yes it does. And the dickhead believed the bloke next to me wouldn't believe me, you know. I was fucking fed up with that fucking guy. I just got so fed up with him. That was, yeah, the bloke next to me like, yeah, it's scientifically proven. He's like, oh, okay. Yeah, I just got so fucking fed up with that guy, I just never went back. Plus some dickheads pissed me off. That was the catalyst, that was the last straw. So I just walked away. I'll just be nice, and if I see them around, I'll just be nice. But nah, you know, when I cut people out of my life, boom, they're gone. Yeah, it's just the way it is. There's a few people I sort of, like there's an old girlfriend in Australia, and you know, she's telling me she's practicing guitar and shit, you know, I like communicating with her, it's alright. That's okay. But some people I just cut out and you're gone. That's it. That's the end of it. The Japanese do that a lot too. Maybe I learned that from them. Yeah. I mean, someone told me that. He said, oh, you ever notice that sometimes you're like friendly and everything's good, and all of a sudden they just don't talk to you anymore? Yeah, because I think that some people get admonished for hanging out with gaijins, you know. We're like supposed to be some lesser beings or some shit, but I know that I'm just like a fucking demigod. Well, I am, aren't I? Oh, that's a Buddhist temple up there. Yes. You know what? After the market officially closes, and the market... Shit, as soon as I get here, back to the pollen thing. Yep, I can see. I spy in the distance. Over there, the last housey thing is a big manor housey thing over there. That there, due to the angle of the roofie poos, that is a Buddhist temple. Ooh, yeah. Oh, yes. And few other the surrounding buildings look like they're all a part of that complex. So I will definitely investigation time. Right, just walk up that road. Yeah. Well, I better hang around just in case someone shows up. But I just can't see anyone showing up now. Well, maybe I should do a striptease or something. Look at that guy Jen over there. God, he's a hottie. Yeah, people might show up. Like a whole load of babes in miniskirts, just in droves. They're just like begging for marriage. That should be good. Or start my own festival. You know, the Dick Festival. There were a whole bunch of babes. Or the birds that are trying to find a husband. So maybe most of them aren't babes. They carry. There's this festival where they carry this great big penis down the road. I should start one of those. That's a good idea. At least I'm starting to look pretty professional. That's for sure. Got a bunch of tools hanging up and shit like that, so that's kind of alright. This place, well, some people are looking over, so that's good. An old bloke just came over. He said he's from Shikanoshima. I think he said he lives there, which is a that way I can basically see it from the beach where I reside, and it's a nice place. I was telling him there's a little mini motocross track there for kids. I've only ridden there once. It's got one jump. The adults ride there, but at least because of the sandy soil, you can ride there all year round. But he told me the name of it. I've forgotten already. But yeah, so clearly he's from that place. Ooh, there we go. Like that. Maybe I can secure that somehow. Stick a boot on it. There you go. Boot. Let's go get a jacket. Oh, grab the coffee. Oh my, what a grandiose feeling to just sit back in this awesome camping chair my mate gave me and just kick back. Oh God, my back and shit. What's going on with me? I'm not a spring chicken anymore. Yeah, good. A bloke over there asked me how old I was. I told him he's 2 years older than me. Yes, look like he can go and run a freaking marathon. Anyways. God, all this pollen and shit. Imagine if the Kurgan rolled up. I mean, it's weakening my soul. I have to say to him something like, another time, Kurgan. What's that bloke doing? He's throwing out food for the birdie poos or something. Yes, attracting the hawks, I guess. Alright, now, I'm just going to kick back and do nothing. Okay, well, considering I haven't seen a soul in like half an hour or so now, I'm just going to batten down the hatches and, well, I want to go and have a look at that Buddhist temple over there, so that should work out. It's about 1 o'clock now, generally goes to 3 o'clock. So, well, I'm not calling it a total washout or a blowout or anything. I'm just going to have to building number 7 it and pull it because, well, I'm $5 off my quota, which, you know, I'm okay with that. So there you go. Got my gloves. Oh, God. Not exactly the best of weather. But oh well. Ooh, okie dokie. Now, if we head over here, a farmer bloke did roll up and he's having a look. He had his key truck and he's having a look at my stuff, and I'm thinking that this has got to be a sale. This bloke's into tools, like real men, right? If you're a real man, obviously you use tools. If you don't know how to use tools, well, you're not a real man, eh? I mean, duh. Anyways, I like tools. I use tools. Real man, see? Freaking real man. Yep. Can't wait to get my hormone blockers. I just need to save some more dough. Yeah. You gotta love these sort of areas. All these blokes around here got garages, tools. Yeah. you go. That's what you want. Be a real man with tools and a garage. Yeah. Oh my, I can see a Bond show. I can see the bell tower, and in there is a Bond show. Oh yeah. We'll go and check it out in a minute. We're nearly there. Hey, this is alright. This place look alright. We'll tell the government it's a sacred site. Yeah, fucking easy. Yeah. Good day, Mr. Alan Bond. How you going, bloke? Hey, I'm your brand new neighbour. Hey, mate, you got a smoke? And I bet you're going to like it here, next door to... Oh, you try! You can't say that. Raise it up. Your blame music. God. Of late, YouTube has not exactly been the greatest of content, has it? God. I've been watching all casino action though, that's fun. Seeing him all upset when he loses, but lately he's been kicking ass. Be interesting to know what kind of, like how many thousands of dollars down he is, but all these apes keep throwing money at him, memberships and stuff, so that he can blow their money. I bet this has a Han show. That's a guess. But first, let's check out the Bond show. The main bell. My. Oh, look at that antique Koara roof tile. Look at the size of that one. Whoa. Beautiful. Oh, yes. My. Love to give it a bit of a bonk. Oh, look at all the script. I don't know if I've ever seen a bell with that much integrated script. I saw that and I'm like, whoa, doesn't that look fantastic? Right. You can see that now. But look at this. Boy, look at that. Oh, I need to bring my other battery because it was getting a bit on the flat side. Ooh, pop that one in the pocket. Yeah, let's see if we can just get a slightly closer view of this awesomeness. Look at this. Boy. They're all the names of the people in the Volcanoes Temple. Maybe the names of the people that were also involved in the commissioning of this beast. Beauty. There are casting lines. Love to give it a tap, but I won't. Oh, absolutely beautiful. That's a crypt for the bones of ancestry. That will never happen for me. Hell, I prefer not. Just burn me or whatever. Chuck me in the spirit world again. Back to the furtherance. Oh, look at this. Oh, you can't put that on YouTube. See, there's a Buddhist. It's a Buddhist symbol right there. See? But the you-know-who's don't want you to show that symbol, even though they're trying to exterminate everyone. But hey, through various tactics, there's truth in that. Pit each other against each other with all the media. Yeah. And I am fucking fed up with them. I told you, I knew it. Oh, I know what that is too. My. I saw one of those for sale, just the singular. Remember when I bought 6 of those? The bloke bought them all off me. That was a good day. Look at this. The blokes at the auction house that day when I was there, they were like, "You want that, don't you? You want them." I had 6. Here, 1, 2, 3, 4, trade tricks. Trevin trait. Look at that. I know what that is. I've seen this kind of design probably about 3 times. I had one. No, I had 2 of them. Yeah, and Exie looked up the company. She found a photo of the company that made. It's not exactly the same, but there's similarities. That would be Taisho period. Somewhere between 1912 and 1926. Or late Meiji, because I had one that was, I think it was 1905 or something like that, but similar to that kind of design. Yeah, and Exie found a company that made cast iron pumps, and they actually produced this type of special design of the hanshas. Yeah, how's that? Yeah, see, I knew it. That side's closer. It's got a lot of kanji squid. That side's closer, you see, that's where they would come out there and boom, hit that. Strike that. Nice. Wouldn't be surprised if this is a residence too, but maybe not. But they'd be living close, that's for sure. Another crypt there, see? Whoa, look at this. Old school. Yes. Whoa, look at this. I wonder if they've got, they've probably got the full array. There you go. There'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. They're the those type of bell chime type things. They're very rare. In fact, I know of a guy that's got one. Yeah, they're hard to get. I've had a few of those over the years, but not many at all. Nice. You can see the family crest there, there, the one on the other side, and there too. Interesting. See, there's a ring up there, stainless steel there and there too. They probably put flags up there, or maybe that's for the blokes when they go up and do maintenance. This is a very good temple. Yes. I wonder if anyone else is going to show up and buy my stuff. Yeah, well, I did okay. I mean, $5 off my quota. I'm alright with that. They say it's 70% chance of rain tomorrow, but some intermittent. So we'll see. I'm glad I came. Yeah. Wow, yum something kanji or other or something or others. I don't think in pictures, but it's beautiful, no doubt. I wonder if that's got some of the master language on that sign up there. Let's find out. Ooh. Nice, huh? Have all kinds of little farmlet type of landy poozes. That's all just kanji, kanji. Yeah, see? There's a trail up there. So they'd have their own little plots around this region for centuries past, because the soil is just so excessively fertile. And so the water runoff here would be wonderful. That's why they often bore holes into the ground there and extract wonderful water. So strange that where I'm at, so pop in there. Where I'm at the warehouse, they put a new pump in a slightly different location, just slightly, yeah, within a beeline of here to that tree, and the water's, something's wrong with the water. Yes, maybe it just needs more time or something, or the silt or whatever that, I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. Told you, there's another one, see? One of those chime type bells, and there'll be one on that corner too. Sometimes I don't have them on the back region, because generally no one really sees them. But that's not the case here. That's a beautiful spot. Imagine if I had a bunch of dough. I had my own Buddhist temple, yes. Lamborghini around the back. Got a key truck out the front. Yeah, well, I'm never going to be a rich guy. It don't matter. I'm rich in soul, rich in excellence, rich in life experience. I've had it freaking good, man. Konnichiwa. Kirei basho desu ne. Kirei otera. Bonsho arimasu, hansho arimasu ne. Sono bonsho ippai kanji aru ne.
Ah, そうですね。
Kirei.
ありがとうございます。この間まで桜綺麗だったんですけど、ね。
桜？Yeah. 今ちょっとたくさん花ちょっとチューチューでも大体大丈夫。今年今年チューたくさん you know yeah 大体僕はオーストラリア人ね大体問題ないでもいっぱい花悔しいね。今日はもうそこのマーケット、骨董品のマーケット、僕は今時々骨董品売る。今日は電気のトゥール、たくさんいろいろもの。でも悔しい雨ね。お客様来た ?1 万円ぐらい売った。イェイでも先週いい、天気いい。たくさんのお客様来た。
来られました。毎週出されてるんですか？
いやいや、毎週、そう、面白い、この場所面白い、僕は今塾住んでますね。そういや、私の倉庫、糸島の中に、そう、私の軽トラックいっぱい物を持ってくる。だいたい友達来ます。でも今日少ない。雨ね、そう。
明日はね、ちょっと上がりそうです。
ちょっとね、多分 70% でも、
70%ですか？
朝多分 OK、後で1時、2時ぐらい多分雨。でも、大丈夫。面白い。そうこのビデオしました、YouTube のチャンネル、はい、たくさん外人好き、日本の綺麗のお街ね。いっぱい山行きます、お寺行きます、神社行きます、たくさん仏教のもの好き。
そうですか。
そうよ。
よかったです。
OK、じゃあね。ありがとう。Yes, very nice. It's Omachi. So it's called Hamasaki. He's got his little plot there. That's nice too, isn't it? I guess we could go that way and have a look at these little tambo, I think you call them. Little farming district, you see. What's this? This would be your local community. Yeah, there's your local community room, see? I've forgotten what they call them. I used to go to one like regularly, a couple of them really, and roll up and just teach a bunch of little Taikas the master language, Zig English. It was great, real easy. And then I went on to do my own thing. I don't know, kind of feel that, because I had a lot of fun and it's so easy. And I was making decent dough out of it. I was only working like 10 hours a week or something and making $1,500 or something. But pretty much you just had to sort of, I don't know, you couldn't really get anywhere financially, you know. A lot of people are like, God damn it. Fucking, I was saying earlier just over that lady, about the hana and the pollen that's giving me this. I don't know the word for pollen, but I'm sure she recognised what I mean. Oh God, it's such a debilitating thing, you know. I want to walk around and enjoy, man. So It's what I do. It's not just a business, it's a lifestyle. If you check out, if you're new to my YouTube channel, some of you are, inevitably in country towns you're going to find a bunch of antique koalas. So, like when typhoons and stuff come, they smash them up sometimes. That would have been a little, probably more, a little vegetable plot at some stage, eh? Bamboo, blue bamboo, awesome as I. There's his fire basho. Yes. Oh, flowers. Should I go near flowers? Bloody flowers. She said that there's usually lots of sakura cherry blossoms there, but they're all blown away. That's what she meant. Something like that. So I've got a rough idea what's going on. That's close enough for me, man. That's close enough for me. Woo! Yes, as if you're new to my YouTube channel, yeah, have a look through the history of my channel. You'll find I've done a lot of this. Just go to towns and walk around. I'm supposed to be over there selling stuff or whatever. Providing I can make enough to get by, who gives a toss? See that there is some kind of channel for bringing something down. I don't know what I'm talking about. Oh, here we go. Oh, Mikan, is it? Yes, that's mandarins. So I mean, if the shit hits the fan, as a Canadian prepper, he's making a good grift out of the shit hitting the fan. He's like, just keep it rolling, man. I know where to get food. Eh? I've got loads of tents, got generators, full dry, got chainsaws and gasoline chainsaws. Got all the gear, all the camping gear and fishing gear, all the shit that I need. And got a bit of a supply of noodles. They last forever, providing that the rats don't get to them. Right? Bring it on. Bring on the zombie apocalypse. I don't give a toss. 'Cause I will survive. Oh, as long as I know how to love, I know I'll stay alive. I got more. I got what? I got love to give or something. I've got lots of love to give or something or other, and lots of something or other. I will survive. I will survive. Yeah, hey. What's that say? Begonia garden. Begonia, whatever. I will survive. Oh, as long as I know how to love, I know I'll stay alive. I got all my love to give. I got all my love to give or something. I said that twice. I will survive. I will survive. Yeah. Not sure what instrument this is. At first you were something or other, and something or other, and so you karaoke master, man. No one's listening to this shit anyways. Alright, I'm gonna wrap all that shit up in some tarps, lower it all, put some more concrete blocky things around and secure it better. And then hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack. And don't you come back no more. What you say? Hit the road, Jack. And don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no. Some kind of firebox protectory thing or something or other. See the kanji on the top there? That means fire. Yes. See, I know one kanji. Yeah, I haven't been here 10,000 years. Okay, well I didn't see a soul, for like an hour or so, whatever. So I decided to pull the pin. Yeah, decided to building number 7 it, and I've battened down the hatches really well actually. I've got all kinds of concrete blocks all around it, loads of bungee cord. I keep going to Oki straps, don't I, being Aussie, you know. Loads of bungee cords and all that sort of stuff, so yeah. Well, if we were in some idiot people country, or you know, all this shit wouldn't be here on the Mara, obviously. Yeah. Right. Here come the big business and small business and mum and pop stores have all gone. Because you ran around and looted everything? Oh, we can't get food now. Oh. Right, let's see if all that shit's still there on the morrow. Now, what time we got? 10 to 2. Generally, you'd expect to be here till 3, but yep, not a soul showed up. After that, there's a light thing over there. I wouldn't mind. I don't know if I don't know. Could use it. It's one of those magnetic light things. Great for under bonnets and shit like that, or hoods, as the Yanks call them. Hoods. Yeah, I'm serious. I was talking about putting a magnet under the bonnet and then you work on your car, not the hood. Yeah. We can't feed ourselves now. Oh, don't worry, food comes out of a fast food restaurant window in the drive-through. That's where it comes from. There you go. The bloke that I was chatting with earlier today about cars and stuff, he had a whole bunch of these copper. You see, he's got more these copper type things. He's here. Four set of 4 of these copper things. That's hang on, being muffled by my muffler. It's the Emperor seal on there. This one here, there's 5 of those, and it's autumn time, representing autumn time. That's copper also. You know, they're all copper. And this one here, you got these pheasants or whatever those bloody things are in the wood. And kanji on there, a few little scratches, but it's beautiful. It's beautiful stuff. There's 5 of those, a set of 5, so 554. I presume that might have had 5 at some stage, but yeah, really beautiful. So he said, oh, I'm having a shitty day, so service, and he priced down. I didn't even ask him. I just said, you know, I was going to give him what he wanted because they were a good price already. He's got more, so I'll definitely want more of these. Okay. Whew. Ganbatte! Ashita! Hi, hi! Alright. Ganbatte. So do your best. Like that. Ganbarimasu, they usually say, yes, I'll do my best, or I'll try, or something like that. I remember when I first became acquainted to that word, I remember yelling out at the motocross track, yelling out, Ganbata, which is, did your best, past tense. Everyone laughed, you did your best, and he was still riding. Oh, that was a laugh. Okay. Let's head back to the ranch, shall we? We've reached the battery limit. I'm getting close. Yes. I noticed that Junkyard Digs have put up a new video, and they've got a Mopar or something like that that was abandoned apparently, and so there's a 45-minute vid of them fixing it up, getting it going. And I was watching Dylan McCool and his mate the other day, and his mates they went and found this. They've known about it for a couple of years or something. This Mopar rig themselves. They went to this place, and it's been sitting there since like '95 or something. It's a rig from like 1971 or something. And so they got it going real easy. It's in good nick too, and they plan on getting it back on the road for the very people. They're one owners. Yeah, they bought it freaking new, man. Amazing, just barn finds like that. What's interesting about it? Well, the Americans they don't have a steering wheel. Some bugger like super glued one over there just for a joke, right? But that driver, they call that the driver's side just for a joke. And I don't know why. I mean, how could you... You're sitting here, right? You're leaning over and trying to steer. It's just ridiculous. Anyways, they're saying that the driver's side wheel on those Mopars of that particular year, something like that, are left-hand threads. Sorry, what am I saying? The lug nuts for the left-hand wheel are left-hand threads. And apparently that's due to rotational safety. Some people swear by it that it's true and it works. It's like say the pedals on a bicycle, for instance. One will be a left-hand thread and one a right-hand thread, so that when you're cruising along, you don't actually loosen off one of the threads. And there's particular reasons for that, why sometimes due to rotation they have no one gives a shit about this story. I'm just really glad. Feeling alright, you know, feeling alright. I came with no expectation whatsoever. I figured, shit, I might only make $10, you know, the vultures will come and at least want to buy something, and I'll at least have to get fuel. Yeah, starting to run low again. I might have to chuck some in on the way back, I reckon. Don't want to do it in the morning. And alright, I'll chuck $10 in. But yeah, I'm glad enough. I've got enough dough to feed myself. And some of the stuff that I actually sold today, I did not expect to be selling at all. I figured no one wants that shit. But the wonderful thing is, that shit gives me an idea of other shit that I can pursue and try to get hold of that sort of stuff. Now, what I'm thinking is, there's a self-service servo up here. There's three of them here, and I know that this one's cheaper than the others. So instead of going to the busy joint, I'll just go there. That'll work. Yes. Got enough sugar and coffee back at the ranch. That's good. No one gives a shit about this frickin' story. Hey? This Camry thing's only got a few. There you go. Self. There we go. We'll go here. Oh, 149 yen for a litre. Jesus. Well, that's actually better than most these days, which is shit. Yeah, well, I don't mind that place. They don't have all the spicky, spick and span extra sort of stuff like you can use, or you can those thingies to wash your windscreen or whatever. So it's all bare bones, really. But they don't pull a sneaky. They says 149 yen, all right, for your fuel, regular. So that's with tax included, right? So it's actually 135 yen per litre, and then just $10 in. And then some sneaky buggers, they'll show you the price there, and then you go to the pump and you've ended up paying extra in tax or something. He's at 151. Now that may be the case. I think that place, I've actually got a card here. You just go bink on the freaking computery thing and you get a cent off. Right, that's them. But yeah, that wasn't so bad, because some what do you call it? What's the word for dudes and assholes that do that sort of shit? I've forgotten that word. Shit, where's my language gone? What's the word for that again? Anyways, and so yeah, sometimes you'll be expecting to pay such and such, and then you end up paying lumping on fucking 10% tax or whatever on top of that, or whatever it is these days for fuel. It's all a grift. It's all bullshit. It's all bullshit. You know, I was reading this thing and I should have copied the quote, because I just finished the book eventually. God, it was a long book. About this bloke in the British, lieutenant colonel, was he? Oh shit. Lieutenant Colonel, I think. Yeah, in the British Army, 1919 circa, and he's in. They had a regiment in Russia, helping the Russians fighting the Bolsheviks, and they're talking about right at the end of the book. He said, you know, you should come to the aid of your friends, because with immediacy or something like that, with full gusto. He wrote it in beautiful language. I'm just writing it in dickhead speak. Anyways, blame my parents, don't blame me. Anyways, and he wrote, because if you don't, they may question as to whether they should come to your aid in your time of need. Now, World War I and World War II, we were with Russia, right? And then the British were hailed as wonderful people when they went with the Japanese were in there at that time, the Americans were in there at that time, the French were in there at that time, Turks, was it? I think, yeah, was it the Turkish? Something like that. Armenians or something, I don't know. Wouldn't know an Armenian from a Turk anyways. But yeah, and the Russians felt that the British were there not just for resources, but they were actually there to try to build that democracy again from how destructive everything was with that Russian Revolution. And so what I gained from what he was saying, coming to the aid of, you know, your friends in their bloody battery ran out again, didn't it? Oh, so in their time of great need, you know, you storm force the Narvik for your friends, and what's just so shocking the way 1984 is now, that we're not, you know, we've decided in 1984 double speak and call the Russians the enemy. Yeah, isn't it just so fucked? Who's running the world, man? I want cheap oil and gas. I want friendly relations. You know how many millions died trying to help and fight bad. Yeah, and now what do we have? Who's running the world? Bad people. This battery sort of cuts in and out. So the next book I've got is all from the Gutenberg project. So free online books. They come into the public domain after 25 years, and they're free to download and all that sort of stuff. Yeah. And the next one I have is I've only just begun it. Initially, they're talking about these nurses. A nurse apparently wrote about her experiences nigh on near the Western Front in World War I. So I'm going through this entire genre of this that sort of era, and she was one of the very few people that was sort of knew the customs and could speak some. Is it a mountain hawk or a sea hawk? That can speak. God damn it! Cut out again. 20 seconds to go. So anyways, I'm getting into this book, and I've only just started, as I say, and she's just headed to France, and apparently got like, I just know this book is going to be also a wonderful piece of work. Back to the original battery, but I don't think that's going to work either.
Elemental forces caused the egg to hatch. From it then came a stone monkey. The nature of monkey was irrepressible.